Welcome to another session on Ascent Litigation. My name is Oluwatosin Isaac, and as we do, or as is our usual practice, we are here to bring you legal literacy for you to understand the law, for you to know, or we say, or I do say that ignorance of the law is not an excuse. So whatever opportunity you have as an individual to learn about the law, you should seize it, and this is another opportunity again. So like I said, my name is Oluwatosin Isaac, and this is Ascent Litigation. And today we are talking about fundamental rights of a Nigerian. Today we're just going to do an overview of the topic. Now, this topic, fundamental rights, it's not new. Even a layman, or can I say maybe like an illiterate, even knows I have rights. I know we hear that, right? But when I say I have my right, this is my right, this is my right. Yes, so people are aware of their rights, and we do advocate, we do emphasize that it is important that people know their rights. You need to be aware, what are my rights as guaranteed by the law, by the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So today we're just going to do an overview. No knowledge is a waste. Yes, I know you know your rights. I know you are aware, okay, this is my right. I have a right to this, I have a right to this, but let's still discuss it. There's no harm in that, right? Let's just discuss it. So, fundamental rights. Now, the fundamental rights of an individual or a Nigerian, as the case may be right now, is guaranteed by the Constitution. It means the Constitution has enabled you, has given you the authority to say you have a right to this, and anybody that infringes on that right, anybody that does contrary or infringe on the right, should be held liable. So the Constitution is behind your back, saying, don't worry, this is your right. I have guaranteed it. It is enshrined in the Constitution. It is written. It has a signed, sealed, delivered. This is your right. Yes. So the Constitution, it has the constitutional backing of the right. So you can actually go to the court and say, my lord, according to section this of this, I have this right, and so person has infringed on my rights, and I want justice. Yes, that is the implication when they say that the Constitution guarantees your right. So you can seek redress in the event that you suffered injustice, or it was your rights were infringed upon. So fundamental rights are the standard to which everyone must be treated equally and respectfully in the society. I mean, there is a popular maxim that said, where there is no law, there is no wrong. I mean, the law is the one telling me this is right, this is wrong. So where there is no law, then there is no wrong. So if these rights are not entrenched, are not guaranteed, are not listed down, okay, this is the way every human is meant to be treated. Nobody should be treated below this standard. That is the right. Those are fundamental rights. That standard, they are very, very essential to do what? To lay down that standard of how a person should be treated in the society. So this is the fundamental rights, and in the Constitution we have different rights. We have different rights, but we call them fundamental because these are the ones that are very, 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 very important. Very, very important. So let's look at these rights. What are these rights? Chapter 4 of the Constitution listed these rights. We have right to life, we have right to dignity of human persons, we have right to personal liberty, we have right to fair hearing, we have right to private and family life, we have right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion, we have right to freedom of expression and the press, we have right to peaceful assembly and association. We also have right to freedom of movement, right to freedom from discrimination, right to acquire and own immovable property anywhere in Nigeria, and so those are the rights guaranteed under Chapter 4 of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So today I said we are doing an overview, so we're not going to be discussing all these rights in Like, we're not going to be discussing them all today. We're just going to take them little by little, so that you can understand it properly. You can be able to assimilate it properly. So let's look at these rights one after the other. Fundamental right, my right to life. Yes, my right to life. What is the right to life? You know, as the name implies, right to life. So your right to life is the fact that you have a right to live. Nobody should unjustly take your life. I mean, to end your life. The reason why we have life is to live, and every life of every human being is precious and should not be denied. It should not be taken away. So you have a right to life. So where someone wants to terminate your life unjustly, or somebody wants to just take your life from you, you have every right to defend. You can defend to the death of it, that, you know, this is my life, it is my right. You cannot just kill me like that. Why do you want to kill me? You understand? So that's why we see cases of self-defense where somebody will claim that she acted or he acted in self-defense because his life was being threatened, and in the course maybe the other person was killed, or the other person was badly injured like that, or he suffered great injury. So the right to life is everybody's right that he or she is entitled to. Nobody should be denied of his right. Nobody should be killed unjustly. However, yes, this is the general rule. Everybody has a right to life. Everybody has a right to live. However, there are cases where your life can actually be taken from you and it will be considered legal. Did you get that? Like cases where your right to life, can I say your right to life will be infringed upon? Cases where your life wants to be taken from you and it is legal. It is just like it's normal. They should take your life. Now, what are those scenarios? What are those scenarios where your life can be taken from you and it is actually recognized by the law that yes, they also take your life? Okay, number one is in the case of execution of a court sentence. You know, after a case has been tried and the court said, okay, fine, I haven't had all these, hereby sentence him to death by hanging. I mean, they're going to take your life away from you, right? Now that is a just cause. In the execution of a court order or a court sentence, or when you are defending lives and properties, like I mentioned earlier, maybe somebody wants to attack you, somebody wants to harm you, and in the course of protecting your own life, protecting that of your family, protecting your property, self-defense. The only way you can save your life is if that person goes now. I mean, the person is terminated. You know, self-defense, but of course you will need to prove that in court. You have to prove that in court. So in the case of suppressing a riot, violence like that, so those are exceptions to the right to life. Those are the exceptions we have to right to life. So of course there's another one when the police try to prevent the escape of a person that is lawfully detained. They're trying to escape, you understand, and in the course you lose your life. I mean, the Constitution puts as an exception that is an exception. You can be deprived of your right to life if you are trying to escape a lawful detention, especially if the person is a known criminal or suspected to be a criminal. In that case, those are the exceptions. So another right we have is we have the right to dignity of human person. Right to dignity of human person. When we say dignity of human person, what does it mean? It means that as a human being, humanity generally now, humanity or as a human being, you don't deserve to be treated less in the sense that treatment that humiliates, treatment that debase you as an individual, treatment that shows lack of respect, treatment that diminish your person, treatment that arouses fear, anger, inordinate discipline, slavery, torture, agony. Nobody is entitled to that kind of treatment. I don't know if you listen to the latest news. I was going through social media yesterday, and I saw a case where this woman, they claimed she was a witch, and they were beating her or stoning her until she eventually died. And the daughter has come out today to say that she wants revenge or something. Now that is that is an infringement of the right to human dignity. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. Even jungle justice also. Jungle justice, where you catch somebody and they stone the person, beat the person, put this tire on the person's neck, want to burn the person alive. Nobody deserves to be treated that way. What if the person is innocent? That is why we will say that it is better for 99 wrongdoers to go scot-free than one innocent person to suffer for an injustice that he or she did not commit. I mean, what can you say when an innocent person suffers unjustly? It's heartbreaking, really. It's heartbreaking. So, as much as we are looking for justice, as much as we are saying that this person did it, this person did that, you are accusing somebody. That is why the court of law is there. The court of law is there. If you follow due process, we cannot actually emphasize this enough, that it is very important. It is imperative that we follow the due process of the law to get justice. No human being deserves to be treated less than who or she is. Is that correct? No human being deserves to be treated less than who he is or who she is. So, the concept of human dignity is the belief that all persons hold a special value that is tied to their humanity. So nobody should be treated less. If you suspect somebody is a criminal, if you suspect somebody does something, report to the appropriate authorities and let them find a solution to it. So it shouldn't be because of class, race, gender, religion, abilities. You understand? Like we say, even less privileged persons being treated lower than. No, it's not the law. It's not right. Morally, it's not right. Even legally, it is not also right. So where we see a situation where a person, you're suspecting this person committed something, report to the appropriate authorities and let them handle it. So, however, like I said, these rights are not absolute. Okay, yes, everybody has the right to human dignity, dignity of human persons. Yes, correct, very correct. However, there are still exceptions. Exceptions is where you are asked, like in the case of forced labor, for instance, forced labor where you are serving a punishment or a prison sentence. That is not an infringement on your rights of human dignity. You cannot be in prison. Excuse me. You cannot be in prison and they are asking you to work and you are saying no. It's an infringement on my rights. I have a right to be a human of dignity person. You have to work because you are serving a prison sentence. Or probably it's your civic obligation or community obligation, or it's required, such labor is required by the police or the armed force. You understand? So you cannot say that your right has been infringed upon. However, generally, the general rule is that everybody has the right to human dignity of human persons, and nobody should be treated less than he deserves. So let's look at one more right before we close for today. Then we'll continue from next week. So we have a right to personal liberty. Liberty means freedom. I mean, I'm free, right? I am free. Liberty means freedom. So when a person is being restrained or restricted from moving or having his or her freedom to do whatever he or she likes within the law, of course, you can say such right has been infringed upon. Yes, such right has been infringed upon. So nobody should be arrested illegally, nobody should be detained, false imprisonment. You are limiting my freedom. You are limiting me. You understand? So it is against the law. However, I'll still say this: there are exceptions to this rule. Of course, the first one is a court order where you're supposed to be in court. You are not in court. can come and be arrested, or a bench warrant can be placed on you and to go and arrest you and bring you to court. Or probably in the case of a child less than 18 years, for the purpose of education and welfare, understand? So it might not actually give such a child the freedom like that to just do on his own, or go on his own volition and do whatever he or she likes. And also another scenario is where there's a suspicion or there's an allegation or somebody has filed a petition against you that you committed a crime. You will be arrested. That is not against your rights to personal liberty. Or in the case of a contagious disease, like the case when we had this Ebola or Corona, and the federal government placed this curfew. Everybody should be indoor, nobody should go out. Now nobody can say, okay, fine, it is against right to human. I mean, it's for the protection of everybody, right? There was a contagious disease in the air, and everybody was asked to stay indoor. So I think there was a section that if anybody was caught walking about, would be arrested or something. So you cannot actually say that is your right. Your right to personal liberty has been infringed upon. Or in the case of where somebody is addicted to drugs, or he has an unsound mind, these are cases where his freedom can be limited for the purpose of preserving law and order, preserving lives and properties, and ensuring everybody is safe. However, where a person has been detained lawfully, and he needs to get a lawyer, he has the right not to speak. He has the right not to answer questions until he consults with his lawyer. Also, wherever a person has been detained or arrested, the person should be informed of the grounds of his arrest. Why are you arresting such a person? So you should know why you are being arrested. Yes, you should know why you are being arrested, and that should be done within 24 hours. And in a case where, okay, fine, they arrested you, you're not the one who was supposed to arrest, there was a mix-up somewhere, of course you deserve an apology or compensation from the appropriate authority, as the case may be. So these are some of the things we just need to know, and we need to enlighten you on, and so that you teach others that don't know. Okay, tell them this is your right, this is your right, this is your right, this is your right. Okay, there are exceptions, so however, the general rule is that what the fundamental rights of every Nigerian citizen is guaranteed by the Constitution of Nigeria, and they can be enforced. Enforced in the sense that if you feel that your right has been infringed upon, don't take laws into your hands. You can approach the courts for redress. You can just file an application for fundamental rights and to be attended to. So thank you so much. We'll continue next week. We'll talk on right to fair hearing, private and family life, then right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. My name is Oluwatosin Isaac, and I will see you same time next week on another session on assent litigation. This is our page. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel, and don't forget to leave your comments. If you have questions, you have experiences, you have something you need clarity on, you can always reach out to us and drop a comment, and we will attend to you. So thank you so much once again. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for taking our time to listen to us on assent litigation. Till I come your way next week, it is bye for now.